you can play all day in the wig that I have on. But once it comes to my hair, please let's figure something else out. Because I got a straight wig in the back and you can straighten that all day long. Hi guys, and welcome back to Creative Struggles. I am Nahjalae, and again, if you're new here, you're welcome, Hunsters. You're welcome, honey bunnies. Okay, let me stop playing. But no, everybody is welcome. Thanks for joining in. Much appreciated. Let's get into topics. You know I don't like to waste time. In the world of acting, looks aren't always everything, but your specific look can make or break your opportunity. Now, if your hair looks mess and you look casket ready, I think there needs to be a switch happening. And sometimes the cause can be the hair and makeup artist on set. Today, we are talking about the behind the scenes things that happen when you are getting your hair and makeup done. Now, before we get into the good stuff, grind report. So this week, it's just been really slow. I don't know. Something great is coming my way. I'm not going to stress about it. Because if I stress about it, now my hair is falling on the ground. Speaking of hair falling on the ground, getting to the story time. So we all know that a lot of the times on sets, majority of the time, rather, if you are on a predominantly white set and you are the only African American person on there or like a hand few, there's not going to be a hairstylist that is going to know how to do your hair. And I personally feel like at this point, now it's becoming more so of a, I don't want to do that opposed to I know how to do that and I don't want to do that type of thing. Because maybe I'm wrong. And if I am, please someone let me know. But I was under the impression that when you go to cosmetology school, you learn how to work on all different types of hair, not just your specific type of hair. So I get a little confused when you sit in the chair and they say, I don't really know what to do. And it's like, how do you not know what to do when you literally went to school for this? So it's either they don't care to do it, don't want to do it, or they genuinely don't know. And at that point, the certificate should be taken away if you don't know what you're doing. I was on set of this show, and mind you, I always go to set camera ready. Hair's always done, makeup is always done because I never want to be in a situation where I'm not prepared and now I'm looking silly because one, no one knows how to do my hair. Two, the makeup is never correct. So, two things I don't play with, my hair and what I look like. I always cross all my T's, dot all my I's when it comes to my hair and makeup. We're covered on that part. But normally, if you already come camera ready, there's just someone that comes by anyway that'll make sure like you look good. So they'll touch you up. I personally feel like there should always be at least one hairstylist that knows how to work with textured hair. At least one. So that way, if you don't know what you're doing, fine. This young lady or this young man can work on all of the people that have the different type of texture hair and we're good to go. And yet they continue to hire these hairstylists that know nothing about textured hair and they're going at your hair with a brush and they haven't even decided to wet your hair first. Now your hair is going to be falling on the floor in clumps because they didn't know that they should have sprayed your hair with a little bit of water before they put that comb or brush to your head. Before I get on the set, I always ask, hey, is there a certain way that my hair should be styled? Should it be straight? Is it fine to wear it natural? Like what look are we going for? Because I already want to get there prepared. I don't want to get there and we forgot to tell you we need to put it in a high bun. And it's like, oh, okay, this might be a task because if they don't have the right products, it's not going to go the way that it would go if somebody with naturally straight hair, they can just brush it up, throw a ponytail holder in and call it a day. With my type of hair, it takes a couple of different steps. You need to spray it with water first, get it a little damp. because it does not like water. It takes a minute for the water to absorb into my hair. We need a nice brush to slick it back. There's a whole process. It usually works out where my natural hair is perfectly fine how I have it. Otherwise, they'll say something different. Now, the question today is, would you alter what the hair at MUA did if it does not look right? What's the look that we're going for? If I'm just supposed to look like my regular self, then I actually want to look like myself. If you're portraying a character, then obviously it's going to be different than who you are, especially if your role is somebody that may be playing younger or older, or if you have a cut on your face, you're going to need to look like something other than yourself. So in that sense, probably want to let that go because that's what you signed up for. But for example, if you're doing a commercial, you can just kind of guide the MUA or hairstylist like, hey, this is usually how I would wear my hair. I feel like doing it in that way opposed to letting them finish you up and then you going behind their work. Even if we have the same type of hair, all of our hair reacts to products differently. So what may work for this individual probably won't work for my hair. What type of products are the hair and makeup artist using? You could be allergic to something. I think also speaking up in that moment, so then they already know this product actually doesn't work for me, but I did bring my own that you can use. Fine. Bada bing, bada boom. Do they need to straighten your hair? That's another thing that can be an issue, especially if you're all natural. Now we're adding heat into the equation. You don't usually use heat. This is where wigs, I feel, should come in. And I like to wear wigs. Honestly, that's usually what I wear when I'm on set because I personally don't want anyone to touch my actual hair because I don't want my hair to fall out. You can play all day in the wig that I have on, but once it comes to my hair, please let's figure something else out. If you're trying to straighten my hair, I got a straight wig in the back and you can straighten that all day long. Do what you need to do with that one. If you just need to throw that wig on to go on set, do that. Let them play in the wig. Now, story time. This is kind of a mini story. It's actually super quick. So I was on the set of this show and I always come camera ready. They actually tell you, come camera ready, which I do anyway. You don't even need to tell me that. So I'm already looking good. I don't really need nothing else. Maybe a little bit of powder. And I remember I was sitting in the hairstylist chair. She wasn't there yet. And I remember her walking around the corner and she stopped in her tracks, looked me up and down and said, "Ugh, I can't do that type of hair. Like, why would they bring me somebody that I don't even know how to do their hair? Like, this is so annoying." And she walked away. Mind you, my hair looked like this. There's nothing that you need to do to it. All you have to do is look at it, and if there is a hair out of place, "Oh, yeah, it looks like a piece of hair standing up. I just put it back in place. You're good to go." She acted like she needed to do brain surgery. So it was a little uncomfortable for me because it made me feel, one, unseen because she shouldn't have said that in front of my face. It's actually very rude. It just made me feel uncomfortable. I didn't like the feeling of, dang, they can't do my hair because of me. And now that I think about it, it has nothing to do with me. You went to cosmetology school. You should know how to do all different types of hair, not just one specific type. Just go to say, look at how you need to look. It's very unfortunate because there still have not been many changes. They're just hiring one person that knows how to do one specific type of hair, and it's not going to be your type of hair. So now you need to figure out how you are going to do your hair before getting a set. Although they have paid somebody that should be doing hair, but they don't know how to do your hair. Now you need to spend your money to either get your hair done, do your own hair, or shoot, get a wig and bring it to set and let them work on that. And I feel like you shouldn't have to do that. There should be someone that knows how to do all different types of hair, at least one person. If they can't afford 4 people that can do all different types of hair, at least get one person. That way I don't have to spend a day to figure out, oh, dang, I don't know how I'm going to do my hair. I don't know if there's going to be somebody there that can do my hair. Now I'm spending extra money that I may not have to get my hair done. First of all, You know that you hired people that have textured hair and you don't take the time to hire a hairstylist that specifically works on that type of hair. I just feel like it's a little inconsiderate because you knew who you were hiring, and to not hire anybody that doesn't know how to do that type of hair, it just sucks, you know? I also feel like before hiring these hairstylists and MUAs, there should be some sort of questionnaire or they're being asked, can you do all types of hair or are you only good at one specific type? And I feel like that'll change a lot of things in the industry because these people claim that they don't know how to do textured hair. And if they don't know how to do it, then I don't think that they should be coming to set. And this has been an issue for years. Your favorite actors still go through this today. Like I have watched a lot of videos where they're literally saying they have to hire their own hairstylist, their own MUA, bring them to set and have them do their hair because the hair MUAs on set don't know how to work with her type of hair. It's very unfortunate. I just feel like you're getting hired for a job and you have to pay to work at that job. That is how I see that. Doesn't make sense. And then also, you don't want to be labeled as somebody being difficult to work with. They complain too much. They didn't like this, that, and the third. And it's not even about that. It's just sticking up for yourself so you can look appropriate and presentable. And I feel like a lot of the times that's taken as they're difficult to work with. And it's not even being difficult to work with. This is the bare minimum. You should know how to do this because this is what you were hired to do. I think a win is knowing how to do your own hair and makeup. I always do my own hair. I don't pay anybody to do my hair. Whatever hairstyle you guys see, I did that. And if I don't know how to do it, I'm going to do my research and watch a lot of videos and learn how to do it myself. Because the last time I let somebody play in my hair, the braids were so tight, it left a permanent welt in my head. And the last time I let somebody do my silk press, they damaged my curls to the point where my hair was no longer curling. It was stringy at the ends. Certain spots curled, other spots didn't. So I could no longer wear a braid out because it looked stringy. And they didn't use heat protectant. So yeah. I don't let people play in my face because they can never get the shade right. They either put me too yellow, too pale, and I would rather just do everything on my own. I don't trust people to do my makeup. I personally don't want to look casket ready. I don't like to wear a lot of makeup either. I just like a nice clean face, you know. I don't like a lot. I don't like too much. And yeah, sometimes people makeup be too cakey. It's like you sneeze and there's going to be wrinkles everywhere. I don't want that. Lessons learned. Always ask how they want your hair to be portrayed. Always go to set camera ready unless you know for sure that there is someone there that is going to do your hair and makeup to the fullest. Bring your own product. Yes, bring your own product. Always pack a little bag. You don't have to bring your whole makeup kit, every utensil that you use for your hair, but just a little bag where, you know, you got your little concealer, foundation, you're good. What type of hair products you use, specifically something that you know is going to get the job done quick. Your own brush, your own comb, wide tooth comb, because they only got the skinny ones. That's not going to be helpful if your hair looks like this. Your hair is going to be on the floor. Definitely provide that wide tooth comb if they don't have that. Ask questions. How would you like my hair to look? Would you like it straight? What is the look they're going for? Natural. What type of part? Middle, side, which side? Half up, half down. Pull to the back. Up in a pineapple. These are things that you want to know prior to. Because again, everybody does not know how to do those styles and make them look good. Because anybody can just put the hair up, but is it going to look good? I don't know. So probably want to ask those questions. Again, thanks for tuning in to Creative Struggles. And remember, you shouldn't have to shrink who you are or your hair to fit into the frame. You deserve to be seen, respected, and represented. Thanks again for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, leave a review, send an email. Send me your horror stories about being on set, behind the scenes, any questions you have, whatever you would like to be shared here on Creative Struggles. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until next week. We'll see you next time. All right now. See you later. See you later.